Inside Boxing Throwdown. I'm Aurelio Martinez, Stephen Johnson, and in this first segment, we're going to obviously recap the one fight that everybody's talking about. Okay, they've been talking about it for months. They've been promoting it. It finally happened. And now it's over with, and we're talking about the money fight. Okay, the money fight. I mean, WBC made a special bout for him. Cost him I don't know how many thousands and thousands of dollars, $100,000 or something, with all the diamonds and stuff to give away. So anyhow, let's get right to it. We've been talking about this fight, Steve. We've been talking about it leading up to it, about Conor McGregor, and of course we know he knows how to flap them lips. We know he knows how to create a little controversy. We know as far as verbal, he's not going back down, and as a matter of fact, he is going to get the best of you. He's like that. Okay. Now let's talk about the ring. A lot of people say, okay, well, it turned out to be a decent fight. It turned out to be a good fight. Conor McGregor tired out. Start it off, man. Tell us, what did you think about the fight? Because I know you were very critical.
Well, first of all, let's call it what it was. It was the Floyd Mayweather fundraiser. That's what it was. Okay? So let's just stop all the nonsense. For all you non-boxing fans or you casual fans, you want to call it, refer to it as entertainment. What it was a boxing exhibition. Floyd does what he did, what he's always done. But the only difference was that I think if all the true boxing fans watched if you watched the fight, as a matter of fact, I got to watch the fight 6 hours later on YouTube. For you people like this one who paid the $99.95, all you had to do is wait 6 hours. If you want to see the Miguel Cotto fight, it was up in 20 minutes after on YouTube. So
I didn't want to wait.
I know you didn't.
I'm a trendsetter. I'm not a follower.
Well, you know what? Yeah. Like I said before, then you should just say that, hey, you contributed $100 to Floyd's retirement fund. That's all you did. But the bottom line was this. All it was a circus. True boxing fans know that it was a circus. Boxing fans know that it is fairly obvious. You say, hey, if you make this fight in the arena, boxing ring, Floyd wins. If it's in the octagon, Conor McGregor wins. Well, guess what? It was in the boxing ring, and it went as expected. Floyd gave him boxing lessons, but the one thing that I noticed is that Floyd didn't train for this fight, Aurelio. You would watch Floyd. He did not train for this fight. And the reason I'm telling you that is because in every fight that we've seen with Floyd, haven't you seen him before? They'll show things of him doing mitt work with his uncle Roger, and he's looking at the camera, just flashing his shape. He did none of this, man. He knew exactly what he had to do to beat this MMA UFC guy. He knew, and he said it afterwards. He said our game plan was to walk to him, make him fight, wear him down, and in later rounds we go ahead and get it stopped. And even you add the fact that he's got Robert Byrd, the referee, on his side, who's always going to look out for Floyd. I think some of the things that I saw were actually comical. Floyd turned his back a couple of times, which is something Floyd's never done, which let me know that he didn't train for this fight. He took it just what it was. His final, que sera, sera, right off into the sunset with a couple $100 million in the bank account. We won't hear any problems with the IRS or anything from Floyd for a while. He can pay off a couple of them, baby mamas and his other girlfriend where he owed money for beating her up, in this civil suit. All that's taken care of now. Floyd can go about his business, as he said, of promoting gentlemen's clubs. Okay,
guys. Now see, this is typical of all the boxing people out there, because social media was going crazy. I mean, with the so-called boxing gurus, the boxing experts, the true boxing fans, okay, because they were the ones saying they had no interest in this fight, they weren't going to buy it, they ain't going to watch it.
We didn't.
Okay, but yet if you look in hindsight, if you look when the fight was leading, they were the ones that were tapping that keyboard. They were the ones that were flapping the lips. I ain't going to watch this. It's going to be a fight. And now they had no interest. They weren't going to even watch this fight. They were going to go out and watch a movie or something. But
and we did.
Look who's flapping about it.
We did.
Look who's flapping about it. They know every move. They can tell you exactly how Floyd moved. They can tell you the punch.
Because 6 hours later you got to watch it on YouTube.
So these guys, they're phony balonies. Okay, they're phony. I said from the very start I was going to watch this fight.
No, you did not from the very start.
I said I was going to watch this fight. I paid for it. People knew I was going to pay for it. If I had gotten credentialed, I would have been there watching the fight. I was going to watch this fight because I was going to enjoy the entertainment. Yes, the entertainment. See, people don't understand. I paid for this fight. I watched this fight. I wasn't expecting a Sugar Ray Leonard versus Roberto Duran fight. That wasn't even in my mind. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting an MMA fighter take on Floyd Mayweather, a 40-year-old Floyd Mayweather, and I was going to enjoy the fight and eat my popcorn. And I did. I enjoyed the fight. I tell you what, I'm going to stop short of saying it was a fight, okay? It was an entertainment. I think it was probably not so much staged, but I think it was set up in such a way that it wasn't going to end quick. Okay, it was going to give the people their money's worth. Like Floyd says, he had to give people money worth. Because if you look back at the fight, Floyd gave away the first 3 rounds clearly. The 4th round he picked it up a little bit, but still, Conor McGregor stood punching, stood scoring, doing that, if you want to call it punching, because he probably threw 2, maybe 3 punches with any kind of force, with any kind of
you're making
force
my
behind
point,
it,
but
okay?
keep going. You're making my
So anyway, but no, your point, you already saw the fight. You already been exposed, and so has all the other guys that said they weren't interested in this fight.
Not
okay?
interested.
Yeah, but they can tell you everything about it. They can tell you how it started. They can tell you how it ended. They can tell you from the snot coming out of McGregor's nose.
Well, listen,
they know everything about it.
You've had 2 minutes
okay?
to run your little gums.
Let him tell you how the fight went, because he knows everything about it. Go ahead, tell us.
All of us who watched the fight 6 hours afterwards in a replay on YouTube. Yes, that's exactly what it was. We went ahead and looked at it because we know all of you people like you who call that entertainment. I could have gone.
So why would you watch it? If you have no interest in it, why would you even bother watching
afterwards
it?
just to validate my opinion of what was going to happen? People do that all the time.
No one care about your opinion.
Yeah, they do, but people that are watching here care about my opinion.
They didn't care about this man.
Have you lost your mind?
This man didn't have anything to do with the fight. Didn't care about it. Okay, but now he's over here telling you exactly, punch by punch, blow by blow, on what happened.
Everybody in every city, you all know you have someone. We could get from here in Denver. We got Justin J. Train Gonzalez. You got Justin taking him over to House of Pain, letting him fight Stevie Marcus. That would have been just as entertaining as what you paid $100 for. And Steve Messis could have set that up, and Jeff Cisneros for free. That's what I'm telling you. Okay. Nobody cared. If you call that entertainment,
whoosh, we that one went right over my head.
Of course it did.
That one went right over my head.
That's because you only 5'3". Of course it goes over your head.
He's talking about
this dude is
now you're getting mad. So now he's getting to insults. Okay, I'm 4'11". Okay, so I got him, man. I got him when he starts going to personal attack. Okay, he's talking about putting a couple club fighters in place of the best boxer in the world, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
As entertaining as that crap that you watched
and arguably the best MMA fighter in the world. Okay, so now he's going to compare them to two club fights. Okay, he's going to talk about 2 club fighters that ain't fought out of a club fight, and he say this is going to be a better fight.
Hey, now technically, if you want to go a little bit deeper, everyone knows that.
Okay, so what about that uppercut that Conor McGregor caught him in the 2nd round, man? That lifted Floyd's head up, man. Was that a nice shot?
I've seen Floyd's head get lifted up a lot of fights.
See, I knew you saw it.
Because I watched it. Hey, man, all of us have said that we watched 6 hours later on YouTube.
No,
it's up there right now.
Not all of us. Everyone else saw it on the stream. They were looking for streams, and they were doing.
Let's talk. Let's talk about the streams. I just found out that Showtime. First of all, they're going to pay. I guess there are a lot of people, especially in Texas and in California, that they didn't get to stream at all. Showtime's going to pay that back. And then we find out that Showtime is trying to sue, some of the entities that stream the fight.
The cable networks,
they're trying to stream.
Well, I don't know, but yeah, you're right. Whoever was in charge of delivering the fight.
And they estimates on that went from 2 million to 10 million people got a chance to see this, and they're including Facebook Live, because some people that are using Facebook Live. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I'll tell you what. If someone paid and they didn't get to see the fight, or it was interrupted the way it was, then they should get their money back.
Okay,
they should get their money back.
Okay,
and I think that's just the thing that they got to do. You got to refund.
Well, what about the stream? What about the stream?
Well, the stream, I know they were shutting them down. I know I got I got a lot of calls and inquiries saying that the streams were being shut down. They were being reported, and they were being shut down. Why, I don't know, but I guess, you know.
You know why? Because Showtime made a big deal about it before.
Well, it shouldn't be free anyway. Any pay-per-view, obviously, I mean, you enjoy the people that stream it live for their friends and stuff like that, but bottom line, it's illegal. I mean, it's illegal, and Facebook allows them to do it. So there's going to be something there, and I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if Showtime sues Facebook. 'Cause Facebook got a lot of money. They can't go in there and sue every little individual because they're like me and you. We ain't got a nickel. They can sue us all they want.
I've got a dime. Don't give me a nickel.
But Facebook is allowing that to happen. Facebook could have easily put filters in there when the name Connor or this or that or live. They could have put filters and they could have been blocked.
Okay, well,
but they didn't.
Well, my thing is this, and we'll move on to our second segment in a minute. But my feeling is this: from the very beginning, when they first started having pay-per-view, there were entities that figured out how to get it to those of us who couldn't or wouldn't pay for it. Okay, somebody has to pay for it, and then they give it to the rest of us. Okay, hey, it's gonna happen. I don't care who you are, what you think is not going to happen. If it ain't going to happen on HBO, Showtime, wherever, it's going to happen. And as a matter of fact, for those people that did it on Saturday night, good for you. That little bump that Aurelio paid for. Hey man, that was $100 you could have given to me, and I could have got that new remote for when it gets cold to start my car from the thing. See? There's a lot of things you could have done with that.
Right.
We could have put that in Gavin, your great grandson. We could have put that in his savings account.
You're right.
It'd have been better than what you did for.
You're right.
But anyway,
I'm gonna stop. But
he's gonna continue on with his nonsense. But anyway, for you people that watched the fight and you were entertained, good for you. Guess what? September 16th, we'll have a fight. Canelo and Triple G. That'll be worth pay-per-view because that'll be a real fight. Not two guys that have no business fighting anymore. Okay. Anyway.
But he's not alone. He's not alone. You can be on social network. There's a lot of phony balonies out there. Okay?
Phony baloney.
But anyhow, stay tuned. Come back on the next segment when we're going to talk about the other fight that happened. No one's talking about, but this was a decent fight.
A lot of people were talking about it.
We're talking about Miguel Cotto.
I happened to watch that fight.
I watched them both too.
Oh,
I had 3 TVs
up. Whatever.
I watched the McGregor. I watched Cotto, and I watched my Denver Broncos. Okay. So anyway, we'll be right back. And come back and see to our next segment. And Steve, until next time, hey, kick them hands up, baby.